Hey everyone! Welcome back to my AI-powered mapping series. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how to use PoseNet to control basemaps with simple wrist gestures. You'll learn how moving your wrists together can switch between different basemap styles in real time. So let's get started. Okay, so I'm starting out with my HTML, CSS, and JavaScript setup for an ArcGIS JavaScript map. So in the HTML, I'm going to include the TensorFlow and PoseNet libraries via CDN. Now next above the map div, I'll add two key elements for PoseNet, the video element and the canvas element. The video element will capture the webcam feed, and the canvas will display the PoseNet detection key points on top of the video. All right, now onto the CSS. In here, I'm just going to modify the styling a bit to have the video feed above my map. And now into the JavaScript. So I'm going to create a few variables to interact with the elements in the DOM. I'm going to create the video, canvas, and map element. Now we'll also create a CTX variable, which is the 2D rendering context for the canvas, so we can draw on it later. Now I'm also going to create some global variables, net, and last post time. All right, now let's go ahead and move inside the map logic. So I'll first create an async function called setupWebcam. And this function will request access to the user's webcam. And once the webcam is ready, it will start streaming the video feed to our video element. Now, once the video feed is ready, we can call another function, loadPoseNet, to load the PoseNet model. And this model will be used to estimate poses from the video feed. Okay, so next, inside of detect pose, we'll use PoseNet to estimate the user's pose from the video frame. And if the frame is processed within 100 milliseconds, we will use request animation frame to call this function continuously. All right, next I'll create draw key points, which will take the pose key points and draw circles on the canvas wherever the key points are detected. I'm also going to apply a minimum confidence score to ensure that we draw points that PoseNet is confident about. All right, so then detect gesture checks if the left and right wrist positions are available, and it calculates the distance between them. If the distance meets certain thresholds, we'll change the basemap using the change basemap function. So for example, if the distance between the wrists is large, we will switch to the ArcGIS Streets basemap. If the hands or wrists are closer together, we'll switch to the ArcGIS Topographic basemap. And then finally, if they are really close together, we'll switch to the ArcGIS Dark Gray basemap. Finally, the change basemap function changes the basemap of the map based on the gestures detected. So this helps us update the map in real time based on wrist movements. Now once everything is set up, we call the setupWebcam to start the webcam and initialize the process. All right, let's go ahead and see this app in action. So I can see myself in the webcam, and right away it recognizes my wrists are furthest apart, so the base map changes to ArcGIS Streets. Now as I bring my wrists closer together, the map will change to ArcGIS Topographic, and then finally my wrists are very close together and it switches to ArcGIS Dark Gray. And that's it. And that's it for today. You've learned how to switch between different base maps using AI-driven gestures with PoseNet. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and as always, happy coding!